Hi, my name's Chris Scott and I'm here with Philippe Zinck from Paul Zinck Wineries. How are you, Philippe?
I'm fine, very fine, thanks. How are you?
Good. We're going to be talking a wee bit about Alsace. Alsace is quite an old wine-producing region. And when did wines and winemaking and all that really take off in Alsace?
That really take off actually after the Second World War in 55, 60, the generation of my father. They noticed that they could make a good way of living, focusing on viticulture and dropping the rest of the farming. So they decided to plant noble varieties like Riesling, Pinot Gris, Gewürztraminer, and they really developed the area and started to produce really high quality wines. Because before our history in our area was difficult because we turned to be once Germans and then French, and with all these wars it was not possible to establish something solid and a structure. Mm-hmm. So that way it started quite late after the Second World War only.
Alsace, in terms of where it is in France?
Alsace is actually on the northeast part of France, right on the Rhine border. The particularity of our area is actually we have a semi-continental climate, which for that reason we are actually specialized on white wine. We produce 80% white wines, we produce 10% red wine and 10% sparkling wine.
It's a Cremant d'Alsace, isn't it?
Exactly, yes.
Yeah. It's a wee slither between, what's the name of the mountain? Vosges, is that the correct pronunciation? Vosges?
Yes, Vosges, that's the mountains.
Yeah.
Medium, high level mountains, maximum is 1,400 meters. And actually this barrier mountain is really beneficial for us because that protects us from all the storms who comes from the Atlantic Ocean. Mm-hmm. And therefore, it will surprise you, but in Colmar, which is in the center of Alsace, it's a place where there is one of the less rainfall from all over France. Okay. So in our area, you have similar rainfall than comparing to Nice in south of France or to Marseille.
I've been doing a wee bit of research on Alsace. It's not an area I'm hugely familiar with, but I've tried a few wines from there. Is that the history? Looking at the history, things like the Grand Crus are quite a recent development. What's going on there? When did you develop your Grand Cru appellations?
The Grand Cru appellation started, I believe, in 1972. You're right, it's something which is quite recent and something which is still in movement, still in improvement, still in change. On the production side, we, the winemakers, the growers, we want really to continue to increase the level of our wines in this appellation. We notice in terms of quality. Quantity, no, there is no goal of that. But quality-wise, we are working, researching more and more on our terroirs and trying to increase our wines even more than before, because I think we can still continue to go forward very much, and there is a big thread from the production side in Alsace to go really forward on the quality of these wines. On the production,
it's interesting you say production side, because things that I've read, there's quite a lot of largest merchants in Alsace who are known for their own branding, and they don't necessarily put Grand Cru on the label. Is there a conflict between, say, some of the larger merchants and the smaller winemaker people?
No, there is not a conflict. It's just that these wineries who don't use Grand Cru names but use Cuvée names made out of this Grand Cru parcel is for the simple reason is that these are wineries who are old established, and before the Grand Cru appellation was created, they were already producing these cuvée wines. So for them, it was difficult to change the name because they had an established distribution and recognized cuvée. So unfortunately, they decided to continue to maintain their name cuvée. Okay. Perhaps they will change one day again.
I noticed that a lot of the Grand Cru vineyards are closer to the hills. If you look at you've got the Vosges Mountains.
Yes.
And then on the other side of the mountains, you've got hills with trees, and then the Grand Crus seem to be quite close to the trees on the right-hand side of the mountains. But, you know...
Actually, the Grand Cru parcels are located really in the heart of the slopes. It's not on the top of the slope, like everybody thinks. It's more in the middle, for the simple reason that on the top, the altitude is higher, and then the temperature goes down of 1 degree Celsius or half a degree Celsius. This has a big impact during the maturation. So right in the heart of the hill, it's much better.
And why not at the bottom of the hill?
On the bottom of the hill?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, if you've got the Grand Cru vineyards in the middle of the slope, what's below them? Why are they not Grand Cru?
Well, simply because on the bottom, you need to wait until 10 a.m. in the morning until the sun will touch these parcels.
Okay.
There is less exposition to the sun, and also on the lowest part of the hill, the quality of the soil is not as good as on the middle or on the top of the hill.
Usually the soils are a lot more fertile at the bottom.
Exactly, yes.
But also sun. I hadn't really thought about sun as being an issue.
Because you have a hill until the sun goes high and touch the flat space. It's 10, 11 a.m. The opposite, if you have a mountain, the mountain is higher than the Rhine Valley. So as soon as 7 a.m. when the sun is shining, it touches immediately the hill.
No, that makes a lot of sense, actually. That's pretty good. Silly things like that sometimes trip you up, isn't it? And the Vosges Mountains, they're quite important from a climatic point of view because they do change the weather on the Alsace side.
Yes, extremely important. Actually, the Vosges Mountains really protect us from the storms who come mainly from the Atlantic Ocean. So simply the storms, the water remains in the mountains. The sky is cloudy, but there is no rain who falls. And the fact that the sky is cloudy, especially in the summertime, makes that the temperature goes down in summertime. So the temperature is cooler, and to produce dry whites, you need acidity. If it's too warm, it takes the acidity away out of the berry, and then the wine will be flat.
Do you get big temperature differences between evenings and daytime, or nights and daytime?
Well, I would say in summertime, temperature at night is around 20 degrees, and during the day, normal temperature should be 28 degrees.
Okay, so there's not a big difference between the two. So that's why you need that not so hot during the day, or else you'll lose your acidity.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Philippe, for your time.
It's a pleasure.
Cheers.